Hill and Dale website. It's a rather complicated website with a lot of things going on here. It's got this sliding banner. Still tidying up some of the styles, of course. And the component editor. It's a bunch of sections and a footer there. Standard menu across the top. So I'm going to talk about this front page editing. As per other editing, we have the browse around and edit the page using this edit button down the bottom right. So we end up in the Drupal content editing form when we press that edit. Now the page has like a title and a set of components which can be mixed and matched, but as with other things, I've not exhaustively built out all the possible options. So some may work better than others, and it's good to be safe. Stick within, modify the pattern or talk to me anyway. So this first section here lets you edit the banner. So you get a bunch of components. When you mouse over the component, you get the type of the component that it is. So this is Crossfade Banner, which will, when you push this little pencil mark, show you the editing screen for that particular component. And it's got 4 images which scroll, some intro text which I won't have styled, as I was just saying. I've just got the pattern that's been required built. So if you want else, then other things I'm going to talk about. So save the component or cancel, and you're back in the main component editing screen. Scroll down, there's like this one, which is a banner type. And again, if you push the little pencil mark, then you get a image that you can change. Okay, this is the next heading component, and then there's a row component here which has got the tiles in it. So if you want to edit any of these, again, pencil mark. You can add an icon. I've used it on many other sites with icons in these checkerboards, but not in this site. It hasn't been built like that. It's just got a title and a link from the title and the style, which like lets you, if you pick this background, that just means I've styled it up so that it has that brown background pattern. This component here is a map component, which you've got to scroll past, and here is the text, a text component, which is the most logical component to use. It editor comes up in the text editor, standard text editor. So it's got, if you cut and paste in Word, it's got this like TX thing where you can select the text and then get rid of the formatting. You can insert images out of the media library from this section, which is probably the best way to do it, because then you can keep reusing them and you don't need to worry about selection or producing for the website in any particular theme. Then you get the add a link. So if you want to link this thing, you push this little link button, put the URL in and push the tick. Bold, italics, both kinds of lists, quote marks, and if you want to make a heading, then you'll probably just make it a heading too, because that's the semantic structure of the page. The heading one is the title of the page, and you can put heading 2s in here. This style here I've also used, mainly dark, I think it's the one that works, where all the rest of them are reserved for whatever may come up in the future. We don't know. So like here. Okay, so that is the bottom of this page. It is published. You could unpublish it, but then since this is the home page, that would be mean that no one could see the homepage, but unpublished and published things to create drafts that nobody can see. Over here, the URL alias is automatically generated. It is mapped to the front page, so it's got a front page, but you'll often this will generate a URL from the title, generally putting dashes between. But in this case, and often that's okay, but in this case it doesn't mean so much. Menu settings, it could be put in the main menu here if we wanted to as well, right? Main menu, and we can put it either under one of the sections, or we're trying to keep our menu as flat as possible, just in the top. But since it's a home page, we're not doing a menu link. And so that is the home page and the general, I've called it page and layout, but component editor, do things. Whenever you want to quit out of here, you need to push the save button down here before the whole thing gets committed, gets saved into the database. You've saved once to save the component, which means you either save it or cancel it, and you get to this point where you save the whole page. If you don't push the button and you browse away from here, your changes will not come back.